Hi guys, and welcome to the video on multiplying and dividing fractions. Okay, so we're going to start off with multiplying fractions. So to multiply fractions, what you do is you multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So just for a reminder, remember that these are the numerators and these are the denominators. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to do 5 times 2, which is 10, and 8 times 4, which is 32. Okay, then what we're going to do is now we're going to simplify the fraction. So we have to think of a number that they both share as a factor, which would be 2. So we're going to divide this one by 2 and this one by 2, and we get 5/16. Okay, pretty simple. Let's go ahead and try another one. Okay, so here we've got 1/4 multiplied by 5/6, so we multiply our numerators together. 1 times 5 is 5, and then we multiply our denominators together. 4 times 6 is 24, so we have 5/24. Okay, now this one looks a little bit different. This is a mixed number, so we have to do something first. We need to change this number into an improper fraction. So remember, to do that, you're going to do 5 times 1, and then you're going to add 4. Okay, so 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9/4, and then we're going to multiply that by 2/4. Okay, then we get 9 times 2 and 4 times 4. So 9 times 2 is 18, and 4 times 4 is 16. And then to simplify that fraction, we find a number that is a factor of both of those, which would be 2, so that would be 9/8. Now we know that 9/8 is actually an improper fraction, so we're going to go ahead and change that to a mixed number. So 8 can go into 9 one time, and there is 1/8 left over. Okay, this should be a review of what you guys did last year, just basic multiplying fractions. We're going to do applications in class. Okay, let's try another one. So remember, we have to change this number to an improper fraction. So 8 times 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13/8. Oops, excuse me. And we're going to multiply that by 4/5. Okay, so then we're going to do 13 times 4 and 8 times 5. So 13 times 4 is 52, and 8 times 5 is 40. And then from there, we could simplify with a common factor of 2, which gives us 20 over here, and 26 over here. And from there, we could even simplify it more. 26 divided by 20 goes in one time. We're left with 6/20. And we can also simplify 6/20 one more time. So 1 and 3/10. In class, I'll show you how you can simplify ahead of time so you don't have to do it as many times as I did. But it doesn't work as well in the video, so we will show you that in class. Alright, last one. Now this one has got 2 mixed numbers. So we need to change both of those into improper fractions. So this one becomes 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11/3. And then the second one, 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 1 is 9/2. And we go through and we multiply. 11 times 9 and 3 times 2. 11 times 9 is 99. And 3 times 2 is 6. And these both share a common factor of 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 99 divided by 3 is 33. Then we're going to take that and we're going to divide that, so we want to turn it into a mixed number. So 33 divided by 2 is 16 1/2. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to dividing fractions. But first I want to talk about what a reciprocal is. A reciprocal is when one number is the reciprocal of another if their product is 1. So basically I want you to think about, if I take 1/4 and I multiply it by something to get a product of 1, that would be 4/1, because 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 1 is 4, and we know that any number multiplied or divided by itself is equal to 1. So it works if I have 2/3 multiplied by its reciprocal would be 3/2, and that's equal to 6/6, which is equal to 1. Okay, so what if I had 7/8? What would the reciprocal of 7/8 be? It would be 8/7. You see, all we're doing is we're flipping the numerator and the denominator, because that gives us 56 divided by 56, which is 1. Same as we have 1/3 multiplied by its reciprocal, which is 3/1. And that's equal to 3/3, which is equal to 1. Okay? So remember, the reciprocal is just when you flip the numerator and the denominator, and that's how we're going to learn how to divide fractions. So to divide fractions, all you're going to do is you're going to multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction, and you always have to remember that they have to go in that order. It has to be the reciprocal of the second fraction, okay? It's never the other way around. So let's say we have this example, 6/8 divided by 3/4. So that becomes 6/8. Remember, we're going to multiply it by the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3. So that becomes 6 times 4 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. So this is actually 1. Okay? So let's go ahead and do the next one. Right? Now, the same rules apply when you're dividing fractions as when you're multiplying fractions. This number right here has to become an improper fraction. So we have 9 times 1, which is 9, plus 2 is 11 ninths. And we're going to multiply that by the reciprocal of 2/4, which is 4/2. So that becomes 44 over 18. 44 and 18 share a factor of 2, so that would be 22/9. Then from there we simplify it to make a mixed number. 9 goes into 22 twice, and we would have 4 left over. So it would be 2 and 4/9. Alright, so let's try another one. Remember, first thing you have to do is change this one into an improper fraction. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7/4. Then we're going to multiply it by the reciprocal of 2/5, which is 5/2. Then we have 7 times 5 and 4 times 2. 7 times 5 is 35, and 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 goes into 35 4 times, and that leaves 3/8. Alright, this is the last one. So, same thing, 5/8 multiplied by the reciprocal of 2/4, which is 4/2, which gives us 20/16, right? And that shares a common factor of 4, so 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 16 divided by 4 is 4, and 5/4 simplifies to 1 and 1/4. Okay guys, so this was just a basic tutorial on how to multiply and divide fractions. In class we're going to talk more about the reasons why, how to model this, and to get to more application problems. So if you have any questions or any concerns, please make sure you come into class with those questions, and I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Multiplying fractions ain't no problem. Top times top, bottom times bottom. Dividing fractions, don't ask why. Just flip that second one and multiply.